is Huzur's analysis and opinion about the situation in Rwanda and Zaire, and what can the Jamaat do to help those people?
Jamaat can pray. The Jamaat does not represent any state, and it is the state powers which are involved. So politics has its own rules and regulations, and all customs and traditions, and religious people have their own customs and traditions and rules and regulations to guide them. We can only serve the cause of humanity by working to improve the quality of life in the area of health, in the area of poverty, if we can possibly help, and in the area of general education and enlightenment, and far more than that, to bring them back to God. These are not the works of states, the religious works in which we are involved. The only thing we could do there was to help them medically if we can, and to send some aid, financial aid. When I inquired about what actually was happening and how far away it was happening from Ahmadiyya centers, and what measure of assistance they could give, I was told, first of all, it was a very distant place. The Ahmadiyya centers are on the western side. These places where the war is taking place along the borders is the eastern side. And in between, the means of transports are only the river transport. There are no roads. And it takes 15 days to a month by the river transport to reach from one end of Zaire to the other end. And the Ahmadis there are very poor, and by themselves they cannot do anything. But I still told them to do something, at least meet the international organizations and offer your services, because the other problem which they suggested was that nobody can go on his own. No community can go there on his own, because things are so bad that they suspect everything. Why are you here? What business have you got? Which government has appointed you? That sort of thing. So you could be taken as a spy of Rwanda or any other country, and it will be difficult for you to save your skin. So these were the problems. When I came to learn, then I told them to keep their hands off. And the operation is so big that the entire sum of money which we spend for the maintenance of Ahmadiyya and its relevant works in 150 some countries over 1 year is a small amount as compared to the amount needed there. So la yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. That was my guideline. So should we not do anything? That is the question. There, what we are doing is that I have told them at least to prepare such homeopathic medicines in stock which are excellent for fighting cholera, and make a badge unit of NGOs and go to the government authorities who organize such things, if they do, or go to any foreign mission there who are involved in the aid work, and tell them, here we are and we can prove to you that they are extremely beneficent, and we will serve without any penny charged. So we will serve the poor and you will see the effect. Let us do it. Permit us to do it. I don't know what happened, but I mean, I have not heard as to what response was given to them. But I judge from their silence that perhaps it was not possible. Because if they had been permitted to do that, they should have sent their budget to me for approval. They should have asked me to send so many dollars for, of course there are some expenditures for transport, etc., and some homeopathic treatment for their living, etc. They didn't demand any. So from that I guess, and this is what I suspected even before, no government would permit Ahmadis or any other religious community to poke their nose into the situation over there. So last but not least, prayer, as I said in the beginning. People think prayer is the last resort, the alternative of nothingness. This is wrong. Prayer is the first resort and last resort, but not the last resort. People treat prayer so lightly, and as if, in our country, they say, all right, if you can't do anything for the patient, at least say dua, do dua. And some poets have written that कोई दवा ना दे सका, मशवरा दुआ दिया. Look at the pitiable state of our patient. Nobody could give any medicine, but they advise us to pray. You know the result, what the reaction? चारा गुरों ने और भी दर्द का दिल बढ़ा दिया. By suggesting dua, the disease became more self-confident, and it said, all right, they are talking about dua, so nothing will happen to us. Happen to me, dard ka dil बढ़ा दिया. So it became, it was encouraged rather than depressed, rather than discouraged, because the disease heard that they are talking about dua and no more of dawa, no more of treatment, only dua. Now this is how people treat dua. If you do that, then your prayer is totally meaningless. So if Ahmadis pray, I have noticed it, that if they do it meaningfully, it always bears fruits. So what I suggest, and thank you for reminding me, I should have announced this for the whole world of Ahmadiyya, that they should seriously pray for these poor countries. So I do that, and I advise all the Ahmadis now to follow suit and pray for the poor, suffering humanity, immensely suffering. It is a torture to watch small scenes of the suffering babies with bloated tummies and mere skeletons of what they used to be. And then on top of that cholera, imagine, and the suffering it causes. So you are right there for reminding me, thank you so much. But as I have explained, the only thing we can do is, but with confidence. And we believe if we do it with confidence, meaningfully, then it will be the best aid the Rwandans, suffering Rwandans or the Zairians, etc. can get. After the prayer is accepted, things begin to move. Governments are alerted to the realities. So things which seem to happen independently do not always happen independently. The prayer has a motivating factor. So in this regard, in this respect, I have explained what we could do and we tried to do, and we failed to do. But the prayer, at least as I am concerned, is continuous, and also I invite Ahmadis to join me in their prayers for the poor suffering humanity. Right?